This
how to
conference will now be recorded.
receive the billable item, what is the purpose of billable item, what are billable item, how the tables are getting created, how you can enhance any programs, how to add any custom includes. Okay, if you want to do any enhancement in the billing, then how to do in invoicing. So everything end to end from the very scratch we'll understand. Okay, we will do our own configuration, and end of the day we'll make sure that our configuration is also working. So this is going to be more theoretical, more practical, because I will whatever I will show you in the system only. Okay, so end to end. Okay, so is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, Anil.
Okay, so as today is a demo session, so I will just show you this demo in the system. Okay, and just I will show you the end user activities. I will show you that how does it replicate and everything. Okay, I will not go in the configuration today itself. Okay, so I am. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see that.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so here I have tried to depict a very high level BRIM landscape. Okay, this is a very ideal BRIM landscape which we generally have in a real actual BRIM landscape. Okay, in a BRIM business landscape. So here the first, see, we have two types of product. One is tangible product are those products which you can, physical goods which you can not touch, or you can see them and you can count even on your fingers, like laptop, printer, mobile phones, which moves from one region to another region, right? So those are tangible products. So in tangible product, for billing we have SD billing, right? But if I talk about intangible product, like how many messages you have sent, how many outgoing call you placed, how many internet data you used, how many RAM you have used, how many cloud services you have used. So now there is a revolution in the market for the subscription, right? Netflix, Amazon, infrastructure as a services, software as a services, platform as a services, okay, device as a services. Okay, there are so many services now. Business has started trying to sell as a subscription. So whenever there is subscription or services in a form of intangible product comes, okay, so to support them or to monetize them, okay, we have BRIM. Okay, so BRIM stands for Billing Revenue Innovation Management, that we already know. Okay, so first, as I told you, that this industry is BRIM is completely supports services and subscription. So uh, first, as soon as customer consume any services, okay, that means customer data consumption, that you use certain internet data, you placed any outgoing calls, okay, you did any printouts, that means you did certain consumption, right? So once you do the consumption, those generates a consumption data record, okay, CDR, and those CDRs are getting stored in a non-SAP system. After that, those consumption data record moves to SAP conversion mediation by digital route. It can be a SAP conversion mediation by digital route, CM system, or it can be another conversion mediation tool also. So this is a peripheral application. Okay, this mediation system supports only usage charge. Okay, not recurring charge and the one-time charge. Okay, this supports only a usage charge. Whenever customer does any consumption, this consumption data record, this system receives from multiple sources. And mediation system's job is to mediate those data or process those data, consumption data record, in such a way that can be easily consumed by other application of the SAP. Okay, that means formulation. So after processing this consumption data record, this conversion medicine sends those data to conversion charging system. Okay, so after reaching here in the conversion charging system, those consumption data records are being known as consumption item. Okay, conversion charging system is a Java based application which is integrated with S4HANA through S4HANA through web services. Okay, web services is an integration tool that we'll discuss in our later session also. Conversion charging is a rating and charging search engine. So it applies a rating over a consumption data record, whatever conversion charging receives from conversion mediation system or any other system. So what is rating and charging? In a very layman term, I will give an example. Rating is a very simple thing. Like suppose if you're going to market, we're picking 10 apples, right? So we pick 10 apples from the shopkeeper. Now we need to pay. So before paying, we need to ask the price, right? So they will tell you that 10 rupees each apple. So that means we need to apply a formula. 10 into 10 is equal to 100 rupees we need to give, right? So that means in order to convert those apples into amount, we applied a calculation. So here also, whatever the consumption data record this convergent charging system receives, it applies a well calculated formula. So rating is a process wherein convergent charging system, based on the rate plan or charge plan, it applies a well calculated formula on a consumption data record that that a value or amount can be taken out from that, and that will be used in billing and invoicing purpose. Okay, so post rating and charging is done. Once rating and charging is done, this convergent charging system sends those consumption item after rating and charging to CI system, convergent invoicing system, in a form of billable item. See, this all together, this consumption data record travels here to CI system in a form of billable item. Okay, this consumption data record, before rating and charging, it is being known as consumption data record or consumption item. After rating and charging, it is being known as billable item. So CI in convergent invoicing receives billable item from SAP Convergent charging system or any external charging system, or even within CI system also we can create billable item. We can upload using Excel file also, or even from SWAM system also we can receive those billable item, like one-time charges, the recurring charges can be pushed from SWAM system also. Okay, that we'll discuss in detail. So convergent charging system receives billable item and it processes billing and invoicing. So convergent invoicing has only two components: billing and invoicing, nothing apart from that. Okay, so whatever the billable item the CI system receives, convergent invoicing, it processes those billable item to generate a billing document and the invoicing document. That invoicing document reaches out to customer and customer does the payment. As soon as the invoicing document gets created in CI system, with the reference of the invoicing document, a FICA documents are getting created. FICA is what? That is a finance contract accounting, which enables my subledger accounting. Okay, which enables my account balance. Okay, that open item management. Okay, like payment or payment program, like through bank transfer, through check, credit card, cash lot, dunning process, installment plan, collection agencies. Okay, so these are kind of thing activities we generally achieve in our FICA. That we'll discuss. So now, why FICA? In other, like in SD we don't have FICA. Okay, why in SD we don't have FICA? In SD, once the billing is done, okay, it directly goes and create a financial entries, because in SD there is a 1:1 relationship. 1:1, like suppose you went to buy a product and you bought a laptop. Okay, so that's a one product. They created the invoice and you build them. There's a 1:1 relationship. But in a subscription industry, it is 1:many. 1:many means, like suppose you are buying the subscription, so you are keep on paying this company or the service provider monthly, quarterly, or annually as per your billing cycle. So that is 1:many relationship. So in an industry wherein a huge business transaction happens, like on daily happens, or activation happens, deactivation happens, incoming payment, outgoing payment, returns, refund, cancellation, so many things happens, and over there is a relationship between 1:many, then FICA comes in the picture. Okay, so that we'll discuss in detail. Okay, so uh, so this is very high level BRIM landscape. Any question?
I'm good as of now.
It's fine, Arjun.
Great. So this is a very next I will talk about the main components. So BRIM comprises with mainly four components, core component, that is SOM, subscription order management. Okay, convergent charging, convergent invoicing, and FICA. So in our session, we are going to focus on convergent invoicing and FICA. We will discuss SOM and CC a little bit. I will show you end-to-end session. Once our convergent invoicing and FICA is done, then I will show you end-to-end session. Means from how the SOM works, how the CC works, and how it is integrated with everything. That you will be understanding all the points and you will not be missing anything. Okay. Apart from this, these are the main four components, core components. Apart from this, we have couple of peripheral applications like conversion mediation, open text. Okay, these are. So now what SOM does? SOM, subscription order management, captures the order for the customer. Okay, like before customer can be billed and invoiced in CI, first customer will onboard. Well, once customer will onboard, then customer will choose a product, that which product customer wants to buy. Like uh, like take an example of the Netflix. So we have so many plans. 499 plan, you will buy for two devices along with HD videos. If you go 699, 5 devices along with 4K videos, like different plans. So which plan customer wants to buy, or what kind of product customer wants to buy. So product management, order management, contract management, offer management, or fulfillment, everything happens in your SOM system only. Okay, in the SOM system, earlier, before 1909 version, SOM was in a different box. Okay, so after 1909 version onwards, SOM is within S4HANA. So technically, no integration is required. Okay, because it is within S4HANA. There are certain thing note that need to be enabled that I can discuss, and I will let you know in the later session. Okay, so SOM captures the order, manages the contract cycle, product and offer management, product modeling happens here in my SOM. Once orders are captured and submitted in the system, it creates the contract for the customer, which distributes to CI system and CC system. Okay. Next is convergent charging system. Convergent charging system, as I discussed, that it has mainly it is a just application, okay, which is integrated with S4HANA or multiple applications through web services. It has two functionalities: rating and charging. Along with that, it supports to push one-time charges, recurring charges, usage charges, etc. In the CI, we are billing and invoicing, and the FICA, as I discussed, that it's open item management. Okay, now I'll go to system architecture. So whatever I'm telling you, it's a very high level information. Key stock level, we will go gradually once we deep dive in the system. So this is my system architecture. In the system architecture, this is a very old PPT. Okay, so this portion please ignore. This CRM song was integrated with my S4HANA through middleware. Middleware was the integration tool. Okay, it is an older PPT. So when before 1909 version, SOM was in a different box. With that time, it was integrated with S4HANA through middleware. But now SOM is within S4HANA. Okay. So now non-SAP system is connected with mediation system. Mediation system is connected with convergent charging system. In the convergent charging system, rating and charging happens, and the convergent charging system is integrated with FICA, means S4HANA through web services. And sales and distribution is within S4HANA only. Okay, within S4HANA box, so no integration is required. But there could be a requirement to integrate my SD billing document with my conversion invoicing billing document. So how to achieve those requirements and what are the business context behind that, that also we'll discuss in detail. Okay, so it is within S4HANA, and within S4HANA only we have FICA also for the subledger account, general ledger account, revenue account, and tax account. Okay, that we'll discuss. Any question?
Here I just want to know, as you mentioned, like for some when we create the contract here, so it's directly get replicated to FICA side. Is my understanding is correct here?
That's right. First, it will get replicated to once your it is getting created now. First, it will go to CI. Okay,
Mhm.
as for an CI, after that it will replicate to CC, and if it goes to CI, then it will go to FICA also.
Fine, Ajit.
Yeah. Because see, if I'll go to the next level, na, okay,
Mhm.
we have business master that I will discuss. So you'll notice
Okay, please.
business partner is having contact account, and contact account is having my provider contracts. In conversion invoicing in BRIM industry, those are known as provider contract. So as soon as you submit the order for the customer, na, a provider contract will get created. So provider contract is going to assign to your contract account. So these are my business master data, and this is my transactional master data. The below contract is my transactional master data. So first it will get created in the SOM system if the order will be submitted, and that will replicate to my CI system. Okay, that CI means S4HANA, that will replicate to FICA also. So FICA journey, where it starts, as soon as you create the CI invoicing document, na, then only your FICA journey will start, not before that. So FICA, when FICA starts, as soon as you perform any payment event transaction, whether you
So
are doing
so
invoice.
understanding is like once you generate the invoice, then only this posting happened to FICA, right? This will be
Exactly.
okay. Okay.
With the reference of the conversion invoicing document, your FICA document should get posted automatically, not manually, and that should always be after the invoicing is get creating. Not only invoicing, any payment event transaction. You are creating an invoice, you are canceling an invoice, it's a return, refund, any kind of payment event transaction. As soon as you perform, your FICA journey will start, not before that. Okay, so here in our case, as soon as you create the invoicing, so invoicing is what? Your payment event transaction. So uh, that FICA document will create a posting document along with your CI invoicing document. Okay, that we need to integrate. That also we'll discuss how to. So technically, no integration is required because FICA and CI is very versatile application, with both sits within S4HANA only. But there are certain nodes that needs to be enabled. That I will discuss how to enable this. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So, business master data, I will not today. Okay, we will start once our session is getting started. Let me jump in the system and I will show you how we are going to create. I will show you CI system first. Okay. So what I will do, I will create a billable item. Okay. So I will, in order to create a test billable item, there are multiple things we can upload using through Excel file also, or we can push it from CC system also. That we'll discuss in our later session. I'm just showing you in the system. Whenever you are going to do an implementation, you need to test multiple things. So in order to test, you may require multiple billable items all the times. So all the times you cannot go ahead and follow all the process to push. So you can create a test billable item also. So in order to create a test billable item, use the transaction code AC38, then go to program RFKK Bixbit sample. I have a variant, so I will use a variant. Go there and I will use my contract account. Okay. So I'm going to create a contract account. This is my contract account. Okay. What is billable item class, that I will discuss. Okay, and even we will create also billable item class. Billable item class is a place that is my technical attributes of my billable item. This is the place holder for all the billable item tables. So billable item class is the place for wherein all the tables for the billable item will be stored, will be created. All the billable items will be stored there. So how the tables are getting created? We have five status like raw accepted, billable accepted, and billed. So these five status of a billable item. What is the purpose and what is the differences between this status, and how the tables will get created, and how the billable items moves from one table to another table, that will create, and we will see and we will observe also. Okay. So what is application area, that also we'll discuss. Okay, sub process, that will discuss. Not only discuss, will define everything. I'm putting a contact account. And what is billable item type, that also I will discuss. So I'm using a billable item type. So billable item type can be anything like one-time charges, recurring charges, usage charges, credit memo, debit memo. Okay, and standalone credit. Okay, recurring charges. So there could be multiple billable item types. What are billable item types? How to define them, and how it gets generated, that also we'll discuss. What is origin date, that also we'll discuss. Okay, I'm putting an amount like 30. So as of now, I'm creating three billable items for one contract account, and each billable item is going to have amount of 30. Okay, so I will just execute it. Once I execute, I will go to the billable item. Okay. Okay, so FKK bit underscore M1 is the transaction code to view the billable item, that anyway we'll discuss. So look here, we can see that there we have three billable items. Okay, all the status is showing as billable. You can see the status is billable. Why the status is billable? What if the status is different? What is my edit button, transfer, accept, restore, reverse, bill, invoice, clarification cases, statistics? We'll discuss everything. Enable the billable item which will create, that will be with our own configuration. Now you can see that this is my uh, amount. If I'll total it, it is showing as 90. Right, total 90. I will just select it, billable item will bill it. So there are multiple ways to perform billing. You can perform billing through mass billing, individual billing, or through job billing also. That we'll discuss. Even in the shortcut, on the top of the screen, we have an option called bill. So you can just select the billable item on which you want to perform billing. You can click on the bill. Now here we can see there's option called billing process and the sub process. So what is this billing process? We will do the configuration. We'll define our sub process. Where to use expert mode, that also we'll discuss. Simulation configuration also we'll see. Okay, and the importance, billing date, and we'll just execute them. So I will just select all and continue. I am doing these activities using my existing configuration, but in our says we will be doing our own configuration from the very scratch. So I'm okay. So now I've created a billing document. Look, this is a billing document got created. Okay, so this is my status. Now status is showing as bill not yet invoiced. So we'll go to the billing document. Here we can see that this is my header data and the item data. We'll discuss everything. If you want to add any custom includes in your header data, item data, then how to add, that also we'll discuss. Going back, now I want to perform invoicing. Invoicing also can be performed individual invoicing, mass invoicing, and the invoicing through job, that we will see. As of now, I want to invoice. I will select the billable item which I want to use in the invoicing. Just click on the invoice. This is a shortcut. click on invoice, select my invoicing process, and the invoicing process, what is invoicing process, how to configure them, okay, or how to group, and everything, grouping, aggregation, everything we'll discuss and we will do from the very scratch. So I will use the execute button and I click on yes. Now we can see that invoicing document got created. So here you can see the status got changed to invoiced. Now if I'll go there in the right hand side, this is my invoicing document. Here also we can see that we have two options, right? One is header section, then below one is my item section. Any enhancement, custom include, that will discuss. And here you can see that billable item was only 90, right? Three billable item was there. 17.10 got calculated. This my tax got calculated. A1 tax code, it is my 19%. Okay, 19% A1. So from where this tax got determined, so 90 was my billable item. If I'll go back now, look, my billable item amount is 90 only, but in the invoicing document it is showing 107.10. Why? Because based on the 90 my tax calculate amount got calculated. How my tax got calculated, what are the configuration behind that, okay, that also we'll discuss. Here in the posting document you can see that this is my FICA document. Okay, in the FICA document got posted automatically. My invoicing document ends with 04 and this is my FICA document ending with 35. If you'll click here in the document, it will take you to the next screen. This is my FICA document. Look, this is my reference invoicing document number. With the reference of this invoicing document, a FICA document got created. This is my FICA document. FICA document has only three sections: business partner item, general ledger item, and the taxes. So we will discuss everything about this document structure and configuration also. From where my general ledger account and the tax sub ledger account got determined, that also we'll discuss. Okay, what is main transaction, sub transaction, that also we'll discuss. If I'll go to the header, we can see this is my reconciliation key. So what is reconciliation key, what is the purpose of this, that also we'll discuss. From where my clearing document got created, I mean, origin of document type got determined, that also we'll discuss. Okay, we will see the business partner item, from where it is getting determined. We'll see the general ledger item. Okay, we'll discuss on the taxes items also, how these taxes are getting calculated in my FICA document structure. So we'll see everything. We will close this reconciliation key. Okay, and we'll transfer to general ledger account also. So if I'll go there, I will just go there, FPP2. Oh, sorry. 1 second. How can I forget? 1 second. Okay, yes, sorry.
I think it's FPF2, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you. Okay, just going there. Okay, so it is showing reconciliation key is closed. Okay, blocked. So I will just go back. Okay, you can just, what is the configuration behind that, how this reconciliation key are getting created. Okay, that everything we discuss in our how to enhance this. This reconciliation is my okay, 1 second. SM12 search.
I think it's getting locked. Okay.
Yeah, my ID is on this side. Now you can see that. Now I will show you. Okay, importance of everything reserved for individual posting can be made. Okay, and everything. So I will just close it. Okay, in between that there are so many things, document itemization, and okay, so everything I will discuss. I will just go to the FPG1. Okay, I will put my reconciliation key and just let me update this. How to move my all the components from the reconciliation key to my general ledger account. Okay, and how to customize your reconciliation key. We means is reconciliation can be a specific user or not. Okay, everything that we'll discuss. I will just execute it. Okay, along with that we'll also discuss in the FICA like how to run the payment program, run for bank transfer, credit card, check load, payment lot, dunning, installment plan, everything we are going to see. Okay, so now we can see that transfer is completed. That means all the components of this invoicing document of this reconciliation key moved from here also you can see the reconciliation key. Okay, so all the components of this reconciliation key, components means all the financial entries got moved to my general ledger account. You can go to the B03. Okay, Okay, you can put your document number here. So I will just go there. Sorry, 1 second. Let me use this one. Document list. Okay. Let me put the references key. So I will put my cancellation key followed by star. Just execute. Okay, now this is my financial entries. Okay, that means it got moved to my general ledger account. So why it is getting stored in my general subledger account first, and why it is required to send to general ledger account? How to integrate both the subledger account and the general ledger account? Okay, that also we'll discuss in detail. Okay, all the configuration will perform. Okay, so just now I showed you how to create a how to create a test billable item, how to perform billing and invoicing, and how the invoicing is posting a FICA document. Okay, and how we are integrating with the to general, how we are sending to general ledger account. But I have not talked about anything about the configuration. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss. There are so many things that we need to discuss. Okay, uh, so we'll do our own configuration. We need to build from the very scratch. Any question?
So
Like I have one.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have one question. Like you mentioned that dunning, right? So that in you will also explain the configurations in dunning, like collection steps configurations, how to create a collection step, like new collection step if required, anything like backend configurations of dunning also will be covered here.
Obviously, I'm talking about the configuration only. We will not use any existing one. We will first
Okay.
create our own configuration, and after that we'll execute. Okay, so like
Okay.
suppose if you want to perform a dunning, okay, so a collection, okay, we want to move any like we need to perform the dunning, right? Suppose we have
Yeah.
3 levels of dunning. So first we will
Okay.
create the dunning and we will execute them. Second level dunning, and third level we are going to move to the collection agency, right? So how it will
Mhm.
move? So we will do our configuration first. Okay, like as I
Okay.
told you, I have created this billable item, or if you are going to use like in our configuration, this even this
Okay.
number ranges will be my number ranges. Okay, what is this number?
Yeah.
We are going to control everything. What should be my number ranges? What is my invoicing category, invoicing process, invoicing type, number ranges? We will control everything. That whatever it is replicating in the system, everything would be
Okay.
as per my configuration. If I'm using this main transaction, you can see here sub transaction. So that would be my main transaction sub transaction. Okay, if it is replicating this reconciliation key, that should be my reconciliation key. The number ranges it is starting with 5. I can
Yeah.
control that it is starting with 6 or 7, right? So
Yeah.
all the configuration we will do and we will execute, and in this journey we will find so many errors also, and we will
Yeah.
keep on fixing those errors also. Okay, in the live session only.
Yeah. Okay. At
I will
which
not
step
use any
which
PPT.
configuration will be doing like main transactions, sub transaction configurations, everything will be covered, right?
Everything, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay.
Or
Got it.
everything will be using our own configuration. I'm not going to use like no, let's use this configuration, no, nothing will happen like that. We will use our own.
Okay.
So yeah, if your understanding is clear, then we can like suppose I will explain that how to define a number range and how to purpose to use this and what is the purpose of this. First time I've explained. Second time, if you are going to define a number ranges, so rather than explaining you, I have already explained, so I can use any existing number range, right? Number range
Yeah.
we can use, right? But our configuration, apart from that, our configuration is going to remain same.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
hi Ajay. So far is good. I just one request. So beside the configuration, if you can provide in the detailed training sessions, so business significance, as you mentioned, couple of things like grouping and aggregations and date of origin. So that will be really helpful. Uh,
I will be creating a technically I will be implementing a project in my system. Okay,
oh,
I will
that's will be really good.
yeah, I will create a dummy company. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me take an example. I will create first a dummy company. Okay, so I will create a bill item class and everything. So first I will create like one time charges, recurring charges, and the usage charges. Okay, and
Okay.
accordingly we'll keep on enhancing. If customer asks for create memo, how to achieve that? I will do the existing configuration, and after that I will keep on enhancing them. If now customer says that I want to integrate my SD billing document with my Convergent Invoicing billing document, how to integrate them. If customer says that I want to perform my invoice, then how to achieve them. Okay, so based on the business requirement, I will create a dummy company here. Okay, and we will continue keep on going on them. Okay, we will create the invoices and we'll make sure that invoices are getting printed also. Okay,
Okay.
so like everything will be surrounding with the own configuration. I will give an example also, business example also, that like suppose if you are receiving multiple billable items. Okay, so like thousands of billable items, so what grouping variant does, and what is the importance of the grouping variant, and how the aggregation variant works, and more how to control this billing date and invoicing target date, right? Billable item cannot be billed on any date, that should be billed on a specific date. Invoicing also should be done on a specific date, not any date. Like suppose some customer says that I want my invoices to be printed on first of each month. Some customer says that I want my invoice to be created on fifth of each month. So how to control those also? Okay, so everything is here. Okay, that means once you will start, I will create a demo for a dummy company, and I will keep on doing with that only.
That should be really helpful, like great in that way.
Yeah,
And Ajay, just one more thing. So in CI, we'll be covering a little bit about like this partner settlement or revenue sharing part also. Like,
yeah. Partner settlement. I guess he has already shared the Naveen must have shared this detail with you, course content. If he has not shared, I will ask him to share with you. So you will
I
notice
will
now
check
there.
it again in this one.
Yeah, yeah. So you will partner settlement is there, billing plan is there. Okay, performa invoice, collective invoice, integration with SD billing document, scheduling, billing and invoicing target date, controlling means scheduling of billing and invoicing target date, billing correction request like create memo, debit memo, uh, uh, like mass processing. Okay, and uh, like yeah, our billing configuration, invoicing configuration, consumption item, rating process. Okay. Billable item management, consumption item management, that is there. Okay, you can just go through the course content, and more or less
Sure.
you will find it there. You will find it.
So everything will be covered as a real-time scenario, right? And like all the configurations and everything.
I will do the configuration in my system only.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
I
But you
will
will
give you an
show us,
example in
right?
the real
How
time. I
how
will
you
give
are
you an
choosing.
example before
Yeah.
doing any configuration. First, I will make you understand that why I
Okay.
am doing that and what is the purpose of doing that and what could be a
Yeah.
business example. So I will give you like there could be multiple example. I will give you like one example. Like suppose I will give an example like because sometimes customer can say that na, I want a billing correction request. Okay.
Okay.
So there could be multiple reasons. I will give you one example that for this reason we are going to achieve this billing correction request. Sometimes customers business says that I want to integrate my SD billing document with the Convergent Invoicing billing document. So there could be multiple business example. I would take one example, business example that okay for this reason I'm going to integrate this SD billing document. Okay. Like
Okay.
partner settlement, we are going to share the revenue with the partner. So I will take an example when you have like Apple Music, right? Apple Music,
Mm.
Flipkart, Amazon, like suppose Netflix. Netflix is the platform. Netflix has so many vendors, so many movie production houses. They are vendor, like they're partner for Netflix. So once Netflix generates the revenue, like any production houses releases the movie on the Netflix. Now Netflix is the company, and he has so many vendors, so many production houses. So with the help of the vendors, once he generates the revenue, Netflix shares the revenue with the vendor. Okay, so there
Mhm.
could be multiple examples like music, Apple Music also, Flipkart also. Like Flipkart, you are placing the order to the Flipkart, right?
Mm.
Flipkart takes your order and he takes your money also, but products are getting delivered by some another partner, right? Vendor. So now
Mm.
Flipkart shares the revenue with the vendor. Then how to achieve them? Okay, that also we'll discuss in detail. Even we'll execute in the system also.
Okay. Okay, got it. So has confirmed you will also explain the enhancements. Yeah, like you'll also cover some of the enhancements for the existing system also, right? Like for the existing already.
I will discuss how where the enhancement is done and what
Okay.
is the function modules or FQ events are used or BAPI are used to perform those enhancement that I will be keep on sharing. Okay, that
Okay.
and I can give you the example that what could be the example of an enhancement and where
Okay.
to do the enhancement, how to do that. But I will not be doing any enhancement, but that is a completely a technical activities, right? So you need to
Okay.
help from the developer. But yeah, you developer will only code them, okay? But I will, apart from that, everything I will help you. That where to code them, what is the function module, what are the FQ events, what is the BAPI that I will sharing, where to go, and what could be the business exam. I will share one business exam.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. 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 I'm good. Thank
Any further query?
I'm good with that.
you. I'm
So
also good.
in the demo session, I cannot show you so many things, but yeah, everything all will be configured. The configuration only will be doing our own configuration. Okay, then if no question, then we can wrap up.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay. Thanks, Naveen.
Thank you for the session.
Sorry, one more thing I forgot to discuss. I will discuss also the integration also. I will discuss integration with convergent charging, SOM, RAR, okay, and CI to FICA, obviously that is there. So I will discuss the integration also. And end-to-end
Perfect. Yeah.
session also. One end-to-end session, I will execute a transaction from the SOM, CCCI, and FICA.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Perfect.
And in the starting, you have mentioned that for some of the items, directly it will move from SOM to CI, right? That integration.
One-time charges and the recurring charges can be pushed. That also that
Okay.
I will show. That
Okay.
can be achieved through billing plan. That is there.
Okay. Okay.
One-time charges and the recurring charges you can receive from the convergent charging system also. You can push it from farm system also. For that also, you need to do certain configuration, and that I will discuss. And see, once your basic configurations are ready, na, initially for couple of days we'll do our basic configuration. After that,
Okay.
only enhancement is required. Okay. So
Okay.
one-time charges, recurring charges that can be pushed. So what is the configuration that I will discuss? Okay, and when we will achieve that also, that we will be executing that. Yeah, we are pushing and it is reaching to our CI system, and we will be able to see those charges also. So that also I will discuss. And what is the business context behind that? That also we'll discuss. Okay, then thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the
Thanks,
Yeah,
session.
sir.
thanks everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Ritesh. Could you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Rahul and Yashashvi, can we start or?
Yeah, I think we can start.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are good to
fine
start.
for Machal.
Okay, then. Yeah, we can go ahead, Ritesh. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. In the password in the morning it was working, but now it's not working. I guess password needs to be reset once
Uh,
again.
you need to enter the change password, right, Ritesh? Are you trying the same or?
No, no, I changed that password. Okay, one second, huh? That's right. I'm not sure. Okay, it is showing. No, no, I'm not sure. It is showing that your password is no longer available. In the
Okay,
morning,
let me ask them to reset it. Just give me
I
a
have
minute.
changed the
I'll ask them
password.
to reset. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
I'll
just
ask them to. Yeah.
okay. Meanwhile, let me start. Okay, so let me share my
Okay.
screen. Guys, can you see my screen? My SAP screen.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
see.
it
Yes,
got
you can say
logged.
that.
Okay. If you remember the password, I'll just ask them to unlock it.
I remember the password. You just reset. Yes,
Okay,
unlock it.
okay. I'll ask them to unlock it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Today we are going to start with convergent invoicing. So you guys just tell me that you guys are comfortable with this. Let's say uh, business partner and contact account, business master data, or you want to continue from the business master data?
Like configurations, Satish?
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the business partner, business master data.
Uh,
Let's, okay.
Ritesh, can you try once?
Yeah. One second. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So today we'll discuss about business master data. Okay, business master data, and there's another thing that is called transactional master data. Transactional master data. So today we are going to focus on business master data. Transactional master data will be pushed from SOM system. Okay, what is that? That is called provider contract that I will discuss in later chapter, not today. So today we'll discuss about business master data. So business master data is a data which stays a very longer period of the time in the system. Okay, and that does not get frequently changed. Those are called business master data. Let me take an example. Like suppose if you have a bank account, you have an account in any bank. Now if you go, if so while opening the account, you are producing certain documents, right? You are a proof of address and proof of identity, and they are based on that they are opening your bank account. Now, suppose after a few days, if you're returning back to the bank and you're saying that you don't want to do any transaction with the bank and you want to close your bank account, so they will close your bank account. After that, you will not be able to perform any business transactions. Okay, but they are not going to delete your name, address, and whatever information you have shared. They will keep your information with them. You are no longer a customer for them, but still they are going to keep your information. Okay. After certain period of the time, they will archive those information, but they are not going to delete your information. Okay. So those information are my business master data. So within the business master data in BRIM, we have two things. One is business partner, and the another one is contract account. Okay, so business partner is my first level of business master data. First level of business master data is my first level of master data. It contains central data. Okay, like name, address, mailing address, forwarding address, mobile number, bank details, credit card details, fax details, office address. Okay, these informations will be maintained at your business partner level, or anyone can be business partner. You can be a business partner, I can be business partner, any group of people can be business partner, any company can be business partner. That means the customer is known as a business partner here, okay, in SAP. So as I told you that business partner contains uh, central data like name, address, and all etc. information. This will be there. Okay, so let me create a business partner in the system. Okay, so before that the configuration is required. Okay, so there are so many configurations. I'm not sure why it is happening. What happened to the Excel file? Wow. Okay, so business partners informations are being consumed by so many departments. Okay, so from BRIM we are going to understand only three things as of now. Okay, that we need to understand. First, whenever we are going to create a business partner, a unique number will get generated. Okay, that number represents the customer business partner number. The next thing is category. Okay, and the next grouping, and the next one is BP role. So let's go ahead and first understand the from configuration point of view. First we have to define a number range. Okay, next is grouping. Okay, and the next one is BP role. These three things we need to understand as of now for a BP configuration. So let's go ahead in the system and let's define a configuration. So I will go there. Use the transaction code SPRO. Okay, and hit enter and go to SAP reference implementation guide. And here only you can see there's an option called cross application component. Expand them. Here at the below you can see there's an option called SAP business partner. Expand them. and then go to business partner, then go to basic setting and number range and grouping. So just explain them. And here first option is define number range. Execute them. Here three options are there. This is only for display. This is you can display along with edit, and this talks about the number range status. So I'm going to click on the intervals with edit. Go there, and here you can define your number ranges. So your number ranges can be denoted by 2 digit of alphanumerical number or numerical number. Okay, and here you need to put the number range from to number range, and this will talk about that the number ranges, how many number ranges has been consumed. So this will talk about the number ranges, right? Like suppose you have maintained a number ranges and how many are left to use and how many are we are left. Okay, so this number range status talks about the number range status. In the next tab you can see there's an option called external. Okay, there are radio buttons, so you can check this box. So like suppose this business partner can be created in CI system and SOM system also. Okay, so like suppose in a business situation, if you want to create your business partner in SOM system and you want to replicate it to S4HANA, then you can just check this box. Or vice versa, you want your business partner to be created in S4HANA and you want to replicate it to SOM system, then just leave this box. Okay, so requirement of this is that only. Okay, so business partner number ranges can be defined here. So now I can go there. A number range is locked by editing by user. This, okay, someone is already working, okay, on this. So what I will do, this is not allowing me. Someone is working. Okay, so let me go back once again, going to the intervals. This user ID is trying to edit this. So what I will do, S4DU, S4D, S4, S4S. I will just copy this. I will kill them. Let me check if I have the access or not. Slash or SM12. I will just delete this. Okay. Someone is already working on this page. That's why it is showing me logged. Huh? So yeah, now I can go back and I will edit deleted them. Click on the intervals. Okay, so this number ranges will be always given you by the business. We cannot maintain by our own. Okay, always take this information from the business. So these number ranges you need to make sure that those are unique. That should not be overlap with anyone existing. So there's so many number ranges are available. Not sure what to take. Then what I will do, I will check whether there is system is proposing any free intervals or not. So we'll go to the intervals and check on free intervals. Okay. So click on continue. I can see that these numbers of intervals are available. So let me do one thing. Let me use this one 2801. So my number range is from 2801 to 8999. So I will just select this. Okay, and put a number range, a unique number range. Okay, so I want to put a number range like CG. Okay, and click on continue, and I will just save it. So for what I did, so click on continue. I have defined a number ranges called CG. Okay, now whenever we are going to create a business partner by using this number range, my BP will be starting with 2 2801 to, no, the number ranges will be created within this number ranges. Okay, and that should be 4 digit. So we have created. So let me maintain this here in my Excel file. So in the Excel file, what is the number ranges? That is CG we have maintained.
Hitesh, I have one doubt.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I have one doubt.
Yeah.
So you have selected one number range from free number ranges, right? Like,
Mhm.
do we have any process to select that, or we have selected it randomly, like in real time business?
In a real time, what you will do, you will get you will business will give you, okay, the number range that is
Yeah,
going to be specific
we
with
will
the
not
business.
configure anything. Business will only give us the number ranges.
Yeah, that's right. So just click on the plus icon here on the top, okay, and put your number ranges. Okay, like suppose you just put the 2 digit of number range name and the from number. Like suppose business saying that, oh, you can put like 10000 this from number, and
Business
just
will decide what is the number range, and we need to just create the number range based on the requirement.
correct. They will give you from number and to number. You need to
Yeah,
just go there, click on the plus icon, put a 2 digit of name here and from number and to number and save it.
okay, got it.
Okay, clear. I
Yeah,
have used, I have created this CG just to check whether any intervals are available or not. Okay, so just
Okay.
submit it randomly, but technically in a real time project, business will give you.
Okay.
So first I have defined the number range. I see this business pattern and everything will be maintained by the MDG team, that is a master data governance team. Okay, we they should have separate MDG team who is going to work on this business partner contact account, means everything. What we are supposed to know from BRIM point of view, that I'm telling you, because this business master data contains so many information, and these business partners are going to be consumed by other department also, like SD, FI and everything. So I will tell you from the BRIM point of view, Convergent Invoicing and FICA point of view. Okay. So I maintain the number ranges. I will go back. After maintaining the number ranges, next is grouping. Okay. So just go there, execute them. Your grouping can be 4 digit of alphanumerical number or numerical number. Okay. That means it's very simple. Okay. You want to group your customer. Like now you are running a business, and you can have your business can have multiple type of customer. Your business can have residential customers. Your business can have domestic customers, small enterprise customers, international customers. Okay, so technically that means you have a bifurcations of the customer. So now you want to group them, that okay, my business partner for residential customer should be this, and for my commercial customer my number ranges should be this. Technically you want to bifurcate them. So grouping is to group your business partner. So click here on the new entries. On the top, my grouping can be 4 digit of alphanumerical number or numerical number. So let me put a hypothetical name as of now, but in a real-time project, business will give you. Okay, so I'm putting like CG01. Okay, and I'm going to put here. Uh, put like BRIM. Okay, so time I'm putting BRIM, and here I'm going to put like residential customers. Okay, and the number ranges which you want to use for this customer, you can assign here. So what number ranges you have used? Define in the last step CG. So just select this CG. Okay, and just save it. Now we have defined this CG01. So I will just go to the Excel file and we maintain grouping is CG01. Some problem with this. Okay. Now grouping. We have discussed about grouping. Now I will go back, and the third thing which you should know is that BP role. So in the same node, just come out from this screen. On the top, you can see there is an option called business partner roles. Expand them and define BP roles. So a business partner can have multiple roles. Okay, a business partner can have FLCU 000 to integrate sales and distribution with contract accounting. A business partner can have multiple role to interact or to integrate with FI team. Okay, so from BRIM point of view, your business partner should have a role of MKK. Okay, MKK, that means contract partner. From BRIM point of view, my business partner should be MKK. MKK, that is called contract partner. This is my BP role. So business partner can have multiple roles. Okay, from FI team side there's a different role, from SD side there's a different role. So from BRIM point of view, you will always need to make sure that your business partner is having a role of MKK. This is a very frequently asked question in the interview and the project also, that what a role your business partner should be in BRIM. So business partner, my role should be MKK. This is standard. Okay, so if I'll go there in the Excel file, sorry, in the system, here in the, you can just go to the define BP roles, execute them. First look for the role, whether it's available or not. Look, there are so many roles, right, available. So I will look for the mine. For mine is MKK. I will just search this, click on continue. MKK role is already there. Look, MKK contract partner. This will be there, okay, um, in an integrated environment with BRIM. Okay, but suppose if it is not there, then how to define? Let's assume that if it is not there, click on the new entries on the top and just put your BP role MKK and put your title like contract partner and your description contract partner. Okay, and just your BP role category MKK. Just put this one and you can just save it. Okay, your role will be defined, but an entry is already there, so that's why it is not taking, else it would have taken. Clear?
Yeah. Until.
Okay, so we have discussed that what business role we should be having. Okay, so yeah, so let me
Yeah,
Yes.
the BP role category can be like, is there any definition for BP role category? Nothing, right? We
BP
can.
role, not BP role category. This is not BP. This is business partner grouping. If I go there in the Excel file, this is called grouping. Okay.
Okay.
So categories in the contract account that I'm going to talk about. Okay. I'm going to be very specific with
And
the
this when you
name.
create, we have a field, right? If you open the page.
Category and grouping you can say same. Okay. But technically category is being used in for contract account and grouping is being used for uh,
Business partner.
business partners. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So that is category I'm going to talk about for the contract account. Okay, so grouping definition is very simple. Okay, like suppose a business can have multiple type of customer: residential customer, international customers, and domestic customers, or some small business customer. And from business point of view, you want to create different groups. So you want to say that my residential customers should be treated separately. There are different charges, so I want to use a different number range for them. If I have a business customer, then I want to use a different number. That means I want to make a group of, I want to keep separately my business customers and the residential customers. So by using this grouping, you're creating a group for those customers. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Going back in the system. So now we did.
Ritesh, just want to confirm. So for the role concept, so this is plays a role in integration perspective or industry, like, or it will be always same across either utilities, public sector, or media. This one,
No,
MKK,
MPK is specific for the BRIM.
BRIM. Okay, this is specific for BRIM. Okay.
Yeah. See, one thing I will just tell you, just business partner configuration is done. Okay, so by this, I will show you one more step. Okay, so MKK is specific to your BRIM. Okay, for other like if you have utilities, insurance, okay, telecom, so that could be another. But yeah, if you're practicing BRIM, then that should be MKK. And that too, in your BRIM industry, there could be multiple department like SD is also there, FI is also there, so they can assign multiple roles. Okay, but from BRIM point of view, you need to make sure that role is MKK. I will show you now only. Okay, so let me go back in the system. I'm just going there and I will create a business partner. So in order to create a business partner, the transaction code is BP, only BP. So use the transaction code BP. I will go there. And for whom we want to create a customer business partner, for person, organization, or group. So like suppose I want to create for person. So click on person. Okay, and look here the grouping. First, we need to select grouping. So from BRIM point of view, as of now, just understand only three things. This number in here, the number will generate. This is my grouping, and this is my role. Okay, so I'm just going to select my grouping. So what was my grouping? My grouping was BRIM, right? Contract partner, which you have defined. Now I'll go to the business partner. So role should be MKK. So here it is showing on the contract partner. Huh? That is showing description. It is showing here. Okay, okay, contract partner. So just select this contact partner and click on create. Okay, so these two things we have understood. Now put a name here. Okay, like suppose my customer is Mr. and I'm going to put a first time, like suppose I want to put like um, Alan Murray. Okay, and I'm just putting a street name, like suppose I want to put like um, Caxton Road 44. Postal code city, I'm just putting a hypothetical 12345. Okay, and I'm going to put like Berlin. Okay, and I'm going to put like Germany and Berlin. Okay, I'm just putting here like this. Okay, and I will just, and if you have other information you can maintain here. Okay, like here if you click on the plus. Okay, so other fields will become like language. Okay, correspondence language. If you go there a bit down. Okay, telephone, cell phone, fax, email. Okay, so technically that will be done by the front desk guy who is interacting with the customer. That is not our something we need to look into that. That should be captured from the customer and that will be done from the front desk guy. Okay, so I'm just creating a customer, and if you have any bank details and the credit card details, you can go to the payment transaction and you can maintain here. That I will discuss in the FICA. Okay, so I'm creating a business partner for this customer. I will just save it. Okay, click on save. As soon as I saved it now, look, a business partner got created, but no, that is not correct. Okay, why this is wrong? Business partner got created, but this is not my number range, right? That
Mm.
means With the
Group
same name, there are a
grouping
couple of
you have not given the created one. You said
sorry.
well grouping number you have given Brim, I think, right?
Yeah, that's why I think something is with the same name, couple of more configuration. Okay, so let me go back in the SPRO. Oh, sorry, SPRO. I will go to the SAP reference implementation guide, and then cross application component, and then go to SAP business partner, and then go to here business partner, then go to the basic settings. In the basic settings, we are going to number ranges and groupings. So here groupings, right? So in the groupings we have defined. Let me go to search CG01, right? Sorry. Go to position and search for this CG01. Yeah, this one. Look, my short name is Brim. Okay. And CG is my number range, right? CG which we have defined. CG. CG is my 2801 to 8999. Okay. That's right. Let me go back here and I will create slash O BP. This is my CG01. Let me cross check once again. CG01. That's correct. I will create a person. Okay, grouping is brain. Okay, yeah, that's the same name, right? Which you have entered here.
Okay, we need to
Brain.
give the short name. Okay, okay.
Yeah, this is taking as a short name. Okay, that's why. Okay, or let me do one thing. Let me know. Sometimes it creates a problem. So uh, let me make it classic, huh? So what will happen? Uh, every navigation will come here and it will be able to show you. Okay, so SPRO, Cypress Reference Implementation Guide, cross application component, SAP business partner, then go to business partner, then go to basic settings, then go to number ranges and groupings. Okay, so we have already defined our number ranges called CG01. CG01. Okay, yeah, this one. Okay, now I will create my another one. So I will just create a new session. BP, the transaction code, go there and select my it is number. It is someone has changed this one. Okay, one second. Click on the person. Okay. I will select my grouping. Okay, so again it is coming as like this one only. Okay, let me check if anyone is same number is being used two times. Brim. Okay, let me do one thing. I will put an additional text here. Brim, I'm putting like one, and I will just save it. Save it. Going back. Slash and BP person grouping. No, yeah, it is not coming. I put Brim one, right? So it is not there. That is correct. Save it.
Could you close the transaction, try once, like maybe
No,
it
no,
will.
no, that will work. I'm just closing it. Now some replication issue is happening. Okay, 1 second. Is it taking by this one? CG01, right? Residential customer is something. Yeah, this is taken by this one. Okay, by this one, not by this one. I got confused by the number. 1 second. Okay, so instead of taking this one, this one taking, this one by this one it is identified. Okay,
Description.
yeah. So now I will go there in the system. I will just residential customer. I will select my BP role as MKK. That is coming as contract partner. Okay, select my contract partner. Select this and create. And I'm putting again same information, Mister, and first name I'm going to put like Alan. Okay, Berlin, Germany, and Berlin. Okay, I'm just putting here a hypothetical email address. I'm just putting save. Okay, now as soon as you put on save, we can see that my BP got created called 2801. This was my number range. Okay, 2801. So we have created a business partner called 2801 by using our own configuration. So from BRIM point of view, these are the three configuration you need to understand as of now. And these are the only three things from the configuration point of view you need to understand. Rest everything should be done by the MDG team, that is called Master Data Governance team. Okay, MDG. Clear? Any question from business partner?
Good.
No, Nitish.
Okay. So we have discussed about the business partner, stating that business partner is my first level of business master data. Okay. Similarly, we have a contact account that is called my second level of business master data. Contract account is my second level of master data. It contains control data. Okay. It contains control data. So we are going to discuss so many things about the contract account also in our future session, from CI point of view, from FICA point of view, like a contract account holds so many information: incoming payment method, outgoing payment method, payment terms, collective invoice, dunning, interest calculations, payment methods, form determination ID, dunning, correspondence variant, scheduling, billing cycle. Okay, so many informations a contract account contains. But as of now, we will understand only three things from the configuration point of view. Similarly, we have to understand a number range. So we are going to define a number range first. Okay. Next, we are going to define a contract account category. Contract account category. And the next one is contract account relationship. Okay. Three things we'll understand as of now. Okay. Now, in order to create a contract account, we have to have a business partner. If we don't have a business partner, we will not be able to create any contract account. Okay, so first we are going to have a business partner. Okay, within the business partner, we can have multiple contract account. Okay, one, two, three, whatever we can have, but we can have contract account one and contract account. Okay, three like this. Okay, you can have multiple contract. If you don't have a business partner, we will not be able to create any multiple contract account. It's very simple. Now they can, the question come up with why we need multiple contract account. Okay, so very simple. In a layman term, I will give an example. Like suppose you have two properties. Okay, flat A and flat B, right? And for flat A, the consumption pattern is different, and for flat B, consumption pattern is different. You are the only one business partner. You are the owner of those flats. So business partner is only one. Okay, you are the business partner. So against the customer, a business partner got created. Now you have two connection at your contract account, at flat A and flat 2. So for flat A, you want a separate invoice, and for flat B, you want a separate invoice. So that means all the accounting entries specific to flat A will go be considered for the flat A only, and for flat B, like flat B and flat C, flat D, and so on. So in order to achieve this requirement, this contact account come in the picture. So contact account is my second level of component of business partner data. So this contact account is used to group together the business partner postings. So all accounting transaction data associated with like subscription, services, returns, payments, interest calculation, dunning, and so on are getting recorded at my contact account level only. So all the payment event transaction or all the business transaction accounting entries will be maintained or be recorded at my contact account level only. So the contact account contains the parameter that determines the business partner posting details. It can be anything like payment terms, incoming payment method, outgoing payment method, taxes, okay, discounts. So the contact account provides a business partner's account management functionality. Okay, and as I told you that one business partner can have multiple contact account assigned within that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's under define my first number range. Okay, so here only I will go to SAP. Okay, see there are two transaction code. Okay, one is SPRO and the another one is FICA MG. Both transaction code you can use. Okay, SPRO, and you can use FICA MG also. FICA MG is very specific to FICA and conversion invoicing. Okay, let me take you an example. If I'll go to the SPRO, okay, go to the SPRO, then go to SAP reference implementation guide. Now you want to um, uh, go to financial accounting. Okay, in the financial accounting you will be given ask, you want to go FICA? Yes, I want to go FICA. Then go to contract account receivables and payables. Now here you will get option called conversion invoicing. But if you use the transaction code FICA MG, na, it will directly take you to FICA screen. Okay, now you can see conversion invoicing is there in the FICA. So using the FICA MG, it will save your few of the seconds. Okay, and nothing differences. Okay, so contact account is more specific to your FICA, because contact account is specifically for the FICA. Only those industry who deals with the FICA, not for others. So let's, in order to understand this FICA, a contact account file goes to the configuration. I'm going to the FICA MG transaction code. Here go to basic function, expand them. Here we have option called contact accounts, expand them. First one is number ranges and contact account categories, expand this. First I'm going to define a number ranges, expand them, execute. Similar kind of window you will get like for the business partner. Okay, you can go anywhere in the intervals. Okay, and here you can maintain your number ranges. So whenever you want to put a business number ranges, as I told you that it should be a 2 digit of name, from number, and to number will be given you by the business. This number range status talks about the consumption of the number ranges. And similarly, like the business partner, if you want this business partner to be created in S4HANA and replicated to SOM, just check this box, or vice versa, then uncheck this box. Okay, same concept like we have a business partner. So click on the plus icon. Okay, like suppose I want to put any contact account. So like suppose I'm going to put like CA. Okay, I'm putting a 2 digit and go to from number. Like suppose I want to put a from number like called 0002. Okay, or like 2456 28978 6978. Okay, hitting enter. Okay, this is the number range which we have. So it is showing that interval CA overlaps with interval Y1. That means the number ranges which I have used, that is overlapping with Y1. So what I will do, I will delete. That's why I'm telling you this will be always given by the number by the business. So what I will do, instead of checking everything, I will just check for the intervals if any free intervals are available or not. Go there, put a free intervals, click on continue. Look this print. So more or less everything they have consumed, this configurations is everything like now from 1 to 9999999. Now whatever you will put now, that will overlap, right? So now apart from this, only this one is left. Okay, so anyway I'm using this one. I'm putting a 2 digit of name CA. Click on continue, select this and click on continue. So I have defined this number range. Okay, CA. and click on continue. Getting my point? What I said now? Clear, right?
Yeah.
So I'm putting a number is called CA. Now I'm going to define a contact account categories. Okay. See, contact account categories is very simple. Like now, you can define your contact account. See, contact account, you can have two types of customer. Either you are dealing with customer or vendor, right? Only two types of transaction you can do. Either receivables or payables, right? Receivables or payables. So whatever the payment event transaction we are going to do in Convergent Invoicing and FICA, that is going to be two, only receivables or payables. Receivables means incoming money, very normal term. If someone said what is receivables, incoming money means the revenue, that means we are generating the revenue. Payable means outgoing money in a normal language, that means cost, that means we are going to give certain amount. So that means receivables, with dealing whom we are generating the receivables, customer. Once we are creating an invoice to customer, we generate the revenue, right? Once we are sending invoice to the customer, we generate the receivables, that means revenue. But if you are doing any invoice with a vendor or partner, that means we are going to share the revenue. That means we are buying the rice from 100 rupees kg and selling it to the end customer at 150. That's why we're making a profit of 50 rupees. So that means we are doing we are doing two types of transaction, one with customer, the another one with vendor. So here also this contact account category describes that contact account which we are going to create, for whom we want to create, for customer or vendor, right? So I will just go there in the system, clear contact account category. What is this?
So there will be only two.
There will be only two, either customer or vendor. There is one more, that is collective contact account, that I will discuss later on. But as of now, just understand there are two, customer or vendor. Okay. Technically, we can deal with only two, right? Either customer or vendor, nothing apart from that. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. So in the same node here, you can see there's an option called configure contact account categories, and the number ranges which we have defined, we need to assign there. Execute them. Okay. And click on the new entries. Okay. Application area will always be S. Make sure, it is a very important question that will be asked. What should be my application area? So in BRIM, my application area always be extended FICA, that is S. Okay, always extended FICA should be my application area. They are very frequently asked question in the interview. Okay, and the next thing, I will just go there. Okay, and here you can put your contact account category. So your contact account category can be 2 digit of alphanumerical number or numerical number. So suppose I want to create for a customer name called like X1, or not X1, I let me put like M1. Okay, and I'm going to put a account category. Okay, so this means like suppose I want to create for customer, I'm just putting like customer, that means revenue. Okay, and this contact account should be assigned to one business partner, because one business partner can have multiple contact account, but a contact account cannot have multiple business partner. So options are enabled, but technically, so that should be clicked here, one business partner. That means a contact account once get created, that can be assigned to your one business partner only. That is checked. Collective bill account, I will talk this later. Once basic is your clear, then you will be able to understand the collective bill also. Okay, and the number ranges which you have defined, you can assign here. So I have defined the number ranges internal. So internal number ranges which you have defined, that is C, right? So just select this. Okay, define this. If you have external number ranges, you can assign. If not, then leave it. And here, look, in the customer vendor, you have two options: only customer and vendor, right? And nothing apart from that. So I want to create for customer, so select this customer and save it. So similarly, when you want to create it for the vendor, you need to select for similar steps you can create. Okay, so I have created this one. So contact account category is my M1. Okay, I have created. Any question from here? Okay, okay, great. Now go back. Third thing, as per my Excel file, is what? Contact account relationship. So I will just go there in the system, go back. Here in the same node, you can see there is an option called contact account relationship. Okay, expand this. and define contract account and business partner relationship. So technically this is going to create a bridge between business partner and the contract account. Okay, so a contract account relationship helps system or us to understand, or it describes that the assigned business partner of the contract account is the account holder or not. Very simple. Okay, this means by this contract account relationship, okay, we help to understand that the business partner which we are going to assign for the contact account is the account holder or not. So while creation of the contact account, we need to make sure that a contact account relationship is there. If it is not there, it will raise an error. So I will just go there, click on execute. Okay, here couple of account holder is already enabled. Okay, you can create your own. So click on new entries, and I want to create my account holder. So I put like age. Okay, and I'm going to put like account holder and just select this radio button, just check this box and save this. Okay, so I've defined age, but that's it. See, these are standard. Okay, these are standard, so no further things you need to think. And as of now, some problem is there, why it is not working. Okay, so these are standard configurations. We are not changing anything as of now. So contact account relationship we have defined. Now our three of the configuration which are supposed to know as of now is ready. So now we are ready to create a contact account. Any question, or should I try go ahead and create a contact account?
Hitesh, regarding this category perspective, I just said the FICA is normally used for receivable parts. So, what is the purpose again? Could you just for account categories in terms of as you mentioned, it's like either from vendor side or from receivable. So, should be always selecting as a receivable part, right?
No, no. FICA is for both AR and AP.
AR and
FICA,
FICA. Mhm.
FICA means AR plus AR and AP both. AR and AP means what? That's one account receivables. Account AR stands for account receivables. Okay, and AP means account payable. Okay, very simple. Any transaction which you are going see, understand the difference. So in FICA or convergent invoicing, what we are going to do, we will be doing a transaction that is related to payment. Either we are going to create an invoice, we are going to create cancel the invoice, we are going to perform the return, refund, cancellation, interest charge, dunning charge, installment charge. So these all are payment event transaction, right? So these payment transaction, either it is going to be credit or debit, nothing apart from that, right?
Yes.
Only two types of credit or debit. So right. So now here in the credit and debit, we are either we can get the money or we can give the money, right? So receivables, once we are giving the invoice to the customer, okay, we are sending invoices to the customer. That means what? We are expecting money. That money is going to help us to generate the revenue,
Revenue part, truly.
right? So revenue is always called receivables. See, if you are creating an invoice now to the customer, you can call it receivables also. You can call it receivables, or you can call it invoice also. Why? Because you're expecting the money to be
But
received,
customer.
right? So very simple. If someone says you that what is receivables and payables, so very simple, boss. In FICA stands for contact account receivables and payables in a generic way. So any payment event transaction, once we are doing with customer, that is called receivables. Any payment event transaction, once we are doing with vendor, that is called payable. Okay, so revenue and it is cost. Let me take an example. Okay, uh, you have a mobile shop. For an example, let's take an example. You have a mobile shop. You are selling the mobile phones to end customer. So look, you are selling your mobile phone to end customer. Someone visited your store, you and they bought a phone. You sold the phone. You created an invoice and you gave it to the customer, and customer gave you money. Right. So that is what transaction. That is receivable. That means you are dealing with customer. But you are not the manufacturer of the mobile, right? You are buying from someone, from vendor. You are buying it from 100 rupees and you are selling it to 150 rupees. So you are making a benefit of 50 rupees, right? So at the
Yes.
same time, you are
Mhm.
creating an invoice for the vendor also, right? So that is payable. So that means that is
Okay.
cost, right?
Cost.
So a payment, all the industries are dependent on both account receivables and payables. So FICA is for both AR and AP. Clear?
Yes, Satish.
We once will do the configuration in the system and we'll see the live example. Now we will be able to relate everything very clearly. But this is the definition in Elementor. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's create a contract account. Some problem with system. Okay, so to create a contract account, the transaction code is CAA1. To edit a contract account, the transaction code is CAA2, and to display a contract account, the transaction code is CAA3. Okay, so I will go there. I will create a contract account. So my business partner, this is 2801. So I will just copy this business partner 2801 and create a new session /NCAA1. Okay, go there, hit enter, and here put your business partner. We, as I told you, that before creating a contract account, you have to have a business partner. If you don't have a business partner, we will not be able to create any contract account. This is a prerequisite, because a contract account always be assigned to your one business partner, because contract account is my second level of business master data and BP is my first level of business master data. So go there, select my contract account categories. So we have defined a contract account category is called M1, like customer revenue. Select this. Okay, valid from date would be today's date. Hit enter. Contract account category M1 is not defined. Is it? If it is not defined, then why it is populating here? Okay, let me go back in the configuration. Let's check once again. Okay, contract account categories here only. M1, that is defined. My extended FICA. One business partner, that is correct. Number range we have already given. This is for. Is this is not required? No, that is not required. It's okay. It is already there. Number is also assigned. Then what is the problem? Account holder is also defined. A number, let me check the number range. Number ranges I have used CA, right? So this number ranges I have used. Okay, no problem. That is correct. Let me try once again if it fixes this issue. So I will come out from this screen, or let me go back. Let me come out from this one. Oh, it is. I'm already out from this screen. CAA1. Hit enter. Putting 2801. My contact account category is M1 only. Let me cross check it. Yeah, M1. Hit enter. No. Okay, let me go back in the system. Okay, I'm checking a configuration. As I told you, that my business, before doing any configuration, we need to make sure that our application areas should be extended FICA. Okay, so going the transaction code, SPRO, go to SAP reference implementation guide, and here you can see there is an option. Okay, in the only in the here only, 1 second, in financial accounting, contract account receivables and payables, and go to basic functions. Okay, in the basic functions we can see there is an option called application area, expanding this. Okay, and here look, here couple of roles are there. Okay, someone has deactivated this. Okay, as I told you that my role should be always extended FICA. This is not our activities, but we need to make sure that in a real time project we understand this. Here you can see there are couple of roles, right? Look, for media companies, for public administration, utilities companies like gas, electricity, water, telecommunications, insurance company, in-house.
Nitish, here I just want to know. So, when we are selecting the application area, so based on the industry, we need to select it, or just for example, if our company is in telecommunication or it's some media company, so what should be the role here? Like, it should be we should go for extended figure for BRIM, or based on the industry, we should select it.
Let me explain it. If you're a telecommunication industry, okay,
Yes.
but they are
Mhm.
practicing BRIM, then that should be extended FICA. Okay,
Okay.
S- clear. Like suppose Geo is one of the top leading company telecom industry in the world, in the India, right? So Geo is practicing BRIM. Okay, so if they, with there's a telecommunication, right? But they are practicing BRIM platform, so that should be extended FICA. There's a telecommunication industry, they are in the SAP, but they are not practicing BRIM. Then there could be another application area. But you need to make sure that if you're a BRIM, then that should be extended file. Okay.
So when we extend it to extend, so only from function mod FQN perspectives, it will be, makes a difference. Other functionality remains same.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. So that needs to be enabled. Okay. So it is not enabled. Look, someone has not enabled this one. Okay. So I will just enable this and I will save this. Okay. This is not my system, so that's why I'm not ready it. Okay. So I have checked all the configuration is there, but yeah. So I did that. Okay. So pending data will be lost. Let me check one second. Yeah, that is not allowing me. Let me check why it is not allowing me. Let me delete this one. Okay. Okay. One second. Yes, let me delete this. Okay, this is valid for all application area. Let me delete it. It is not allowing me to delete also. Why? That's why I cannot see any contact account here. Okay. Select a suitable application area. Okay. One second. Let me check one more thing. Whether that is there or not. Okay. I will just go back. SPRO. Okay. Go to the SAP reference implementation guide, and the next one is business function. So one is application area. Let me cut it here and let me paste it here. Okay. Your application area should be extended FICA, and next is business function. Okay. Your business function should be AR plus AP. So I will just go there and I will activate business function. Okay. In the SPRO, it will go directly take you to this page, activate business function, execute them. This is a basis activity, and not our activities that we need to check. So I say activate business partners, business functions, and click on continue. Okay. Here the role should be business function should be our, this is not activated. This should be contract AR plus AP. Contract AR plus AP. This business function should be activated from BRIM point of view. So let me note it down here.
Mm, Hitesh, I have it out. So these are our BRIM sorry, basis activity, right? As you said.
Yeah, this is a BRIM activities, and these are BRIM activities, not, but not a, being a functional consultant, you need to do that. Okay, you should be knowing this, that my business function should be contract AR plus AP, and application area should be extended FICA S. You should be telling to the business, okay, or to your base system or everyone to activate this. We are not going to do this activation.
Okay, but we need to be aware of this. Like we need to
Yeah,
check.
we have one. Yeah, because see, what I understood now I did the configuration for the for contact account, but I'm not able to create the contact account. Very simple. I I need to check two things. Okay, whether my application area is extended FICA or not, or business function is activated or not. So I check that my application area S is not activated. First thing. Second, my business function is not activated. Is also not activated.
Oh,
Okay. So that's why I will just uh, I will try to do this. Okay, if it works. Okay, changes have been made, so I did that. Okay, well, let me check once again. So technically, but in a real time project, you are not going to do that. Okay, these are test environment. That's what I'm doing. Okay, and they will ask in the interview also that what would be my application area, what should be my business function. Okay, so it should be knowing that. Okay, so I've activated. Let's check whether it's working or not. Okay, you can see an error here. Okay, display non-fulfilled depend, but this is not something we can look into it. Okay, now I will go to the FICA IMG. Go to basic function. I will go to the application area. Okay, I will just select this extended FICA and I will just save it. No, it is not allowing me. Saved. Okay, data is saved now. Okay, okay, let me check once again. It is saved now. Okay, now I will try to create. Okay, that is extended FICA is created. So slash NC1. Okay, I'll put my business partner, my contact account category. I will click on hit. Now it is taking me to the next screen. Okay, clear. So I will just copy this name, customer's name. I will just put here the same name. Look, account relationship. Once we are creating this contract account, na, this is my account relationship. So my account relationship is with my maintained account holder, right? So select account holder. And look, my contract account category is M1, that is customer revenue. Here the number will generate. Okay, this is my business partner, this is my address. And here couple of more of like restriction I will discuss in FICA session, no worries about that. Tolerance group that I will discuss in FICA session. Clearing category that I will discuss in FICA session. Okay. Uh, Payment terms that I'm going to discuss in FICA session, so no worries about that. Okay. Okay. Account determination that also I will discuss in FICA session. So no worries about that. There are so many account determination ID. I can use any one of them, or I need to define my own. Okay, these are FICA activities. Um, okay, let me take 01 only. Let's see. Okay, after that, collective bill account. Okay, in the payment taxes, if I'll go there. Okay, so you can put a company code here. So I'm just going to put a company code called 2000. Okay, and incoming payment method, outgoing payment method. Here in the dunning correspondence, we have dunning process, log, correspondence variant. Okay, in the convergent invoicing tab, we have invoicing category, invoicing log, scheduling, form determination ID. Okay, so that we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, but as of now, we have only focused only three things: number range, contact account category, and the account relationship. Okay, I will just save it.
It is in the number range which we have created only, right?
Yeah,
That,
that's
okay.
right. Look, here we have created this one, right? One, so the number got created. This is my contact account got created.
Oh,
So if I'll copy this one, okay, and I'll just copy this, and you can just go to the C AA3, and put this contact account, hit enter. This is my contact, Ellen Murray. Okay, this is my contact. And if I'll go check the number ranges, now this would be my number ranges only. If I go there, define number ranges, intervals. Look, this is my CA. Look, one first number range has been used. Okay, okay, so one this time zero, and this, look, this has been left. Okay, so if I go there, so look, this is my contact account category. Okay, so let me copy this contact account category and let me put it here. My contact account is this one. Okay, so my business partner is this, contact account is this we have created. Any question from contact account and the business partner?
Hitesh, many other attributes and fields are there, right, in contract account. You'll discuss everything in the later sessions, like at the
Yeah,
time of.
yeah, no, you will discuss, we'll discuss every what's say, uh, all the fields. Okay, later session, gradually we will move now, we'll discuss, keep on discussing. So
Ah,
as of now I've discussed, so we, being a FICA and being working in the BRIM, you contact account you need to understand. Okay, so contact account is very important. So here you can see that now, restriction is there, tolerance group is there, clearing category is there, payment terms is there, account determination ID is there, collective bill account is there. In the payment taxes you can see that my incoming payment method, like customer, what is the customer's incoming payment. Customer wants to pay through direct debit, through credit card, through payment card, or cash. Okay, like if we want to give certain amount to the customer in form of return, then how do we want to do the outgoing payments, in a form of check or bank transfer? Okay, here in the dunning correspondence you can just go there. If you want to sending a dunning letter to the customer, if customer is not paying, then how to perform this dunning and how to define a sign here. So once we'll define the dunning, understand, so we'll come back and we'll assign here. So correspondence variant, what is that? Okay, logs and etc. In the convergent invoicing tab, what is the purpose of invoicing category, invoicing log, scheduling, form determination ID, billing cycle, everything, discount and charges. Okay, look here at the bottom you can see there's a discount and charges. So as soon as we'll go with the topics, we'll keep on discussing. Like suppose if I'm talking about the invoicing configuration, then I will talk about invoice category. Okay, and invoicing log. If I'm talking about the billing target date, invoicing target date, how to determine the target date on a specific date the customer should be billed, then I will be talking about the scheduling. Once I will be going through a topic called dunning, then I will talk about this area. Okay, if I, okay, and lock and extra. When I'm talking about the printing, then I will talk about the correspondence variant. So as soon as so once we'll talk about the payment methods, like income, like payment lot, payment run, okay, credit card, etc. Then we'll talk about this one. So as soon as we will proceed further, we will keep on discussing these details and we'll keep on updating them also.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. But as of now, only three things just understand. But yeah, we will discuss all the fields of this contact account. As of now, I've just discussed only these three things: contact account, number range, contract account category and business partner.
Okay.
Clear? So yeah, so these are the two business master data which we have discussed today. Okay. Okay. Any question?
Fine, Ritesh, from my side.
Good with the configuration steps?
Yes,
Yes.
so far is good.
Okay. So, yeah, business master data we have discussed. Transactional master data I will not discuss today. Transactional master data I will show you once we are doing the end-to-end activities. There will be one day session wherein I will show you SOM, CC, CI, and FICA, the connectivity and everything. So, for that time, I will discuss about the transactional master data. Transactional master data can be pushed from the SOM system, and that will be distributed to your CI system. This data cannot be created directly in the CI system. Okay, that's why in the S4HANA system, that's why I'm not talking about as of now. Okay. So yeah, so before working with BRIM, you should be knowing this business partner and the contract account because these are my transactional master data. Okay, now let me go back. Now we are good with this business master data. Now we can go ahead with the conversion invoicing. Okay, so conversion invoicing. Okay, okay. So in the conversion invoicing, there are mainly two components as we have discussed last day. Right, one is billing, and the another one is invoicing. Okay, nothing apart from that we are going to do here in conversion invoicing. So that means we have understood that what is my output. Our output is what? Billing and invoicing, right? That means there should be something input. Input is what? Billable item. If you want to have a sugar cane juice, then what we need? We need first sugar cane, right? Then only can we convert it to the juice. So that's why if we are expecting a billing invoicing, that there should be something, some input. So my input is billable item. You will notice one guy, once you receive the electricity bill, so how they do provide? First they take collect your meter reads, right? They collect your meter reads, they go in the, they feed in the system. After that they generate your, like last month for the month of January, when they came to read your meter, it was 100. Okay, for the February when they came, it is 200. Okay, so they will go and they will feed in the system. Now they will do a very simple calculation. They will do a 200 minus 100. That means for the consumption for the February is, consumption for the February is 100. They will be simple. If the charges is 5 rupees per unit, 5 rupees per unit, then they will apply a simple logic here. I mean, they will send you a bill of 500, right? That means in order to produce a invoicing, in order to send a invoice to you, they what they read meter read. Okay, here what you need in conversion invoicing in billing, what we need billable item. I will discuss a bit more about. Okay, now our input is clear that I need billable item. Output is also clear that what we need. Okay, now the thing we need to understand the processing. This is the our focus point, that what are the relevant configuration we will do in order to process them. Okay, we understood that we are going to achieve this requirement. Sure, what is happening here? Okay, it's, keyboard is not working for this. Okay, so we are going to focus this one. How to, we know that billing invoicing we are going to produce and billable item we are going to receive. Then we are going to focus on these points, that what is going to be my configurations. Okay, we are going to understand this one. So as we discussed that in order to produce a billing and invoicing, I need billable item. Once we receive the billable item, we will need to do the required configuration. So that means we need to make sure that we have enough configuration in place that we can first receive and store them, and after that we'll process them, those billable item. So let's first understand that what is billable item. So billable items are nothing but it's a rated consumption data record, okay, which we receive from conversion charging system, or we can receive it from any external charging system, or even we can receive from some system also. That can be one-time charges and the recurring charges. Even billable item can be created in my CI system also. Even you can upload using the Excel file also. That means this rated consumption data record consumed by the customer, like it can be one-time charges, recurring charges, usage charges, cancellation, return, refund, etc. Okay, those all charges is being known as a billable item. So all the billable item type has a name, and these billable items can be originated, as I discussed, from the convergent charging system or any external rating charging system, or even from SAP Convergent Invoicing also. So billable item can be recurring charges, it can be pushed from SOM system, or one-time charges can be pushed from SOM system also, and from CC system also. So billable item generally records the details of the services used by the customer based on the contractual agreement. So these billable items are nothing but these billable items my input for my billing process for the generation of the billing document. So which are these inputs for the invoicing process? So billable item generally holds the information like product details, amount of usage, quantity, period of usage, and other details that is determined for the account posting during the invoicing process. Okay, so that means we understood that in order to perform billing and invoicing, we have to have a billable item. If we don't have a billable item, we will not be able to process the billing or invoicing process. That means in any project, whenever we are going to work as a CI consultant, okay, then we need to first ask that, okay, we are from where we are going to receive the billable item. First ask from the question that from where we are going to receive the billable item. So because we need billable item. If you don't have a billable item, we cannot perform billing. So as I told you that billable item holds the information like amount, quantity, product details, usage details. Okay, and so many informations are there that we will discuss. Okay, so billable item which we receive in our CI system can have multiple status. Okay, so first can be 0. 0 means raw. Next can be 1. 1 means raw accepted. Don't worry about this, huh? I will share a PPT with you all. So just understand this concept. 2 is billable. 3 is billable accepted. And the next one is 4. 4 means billed. I'm maintaining this Excel file because I will do my own configuration, okay? And I will keep on maintaining here in this Excel file. Whatever the configuration I will do, I will keep on maintaining this Excel file, that in future we will not lose any track of our configuration, right? And we'll be able to relate everything by mentioning them. Like in future, if you come to know that, okay, what was our contact account, that we can take this contact account. What was my when we want to create a new contact account, we can check, okay, this is my contact account category and the number in this. We can use them, right? So I'm maintaining this Excel file for our references. So yeah, so and I'm maintaining this also. Why? Because once we'll create everything, I will come back in the Excel file, I will tally it and I will show you. Okay, so that's why I'm not using any PPT. I will keep on explaining and I will keep you doing all the configuration in the system, and I will tally with the Excel file only. So the billable item, as I discussed, that billable item we need. If you don't have a billable item, we will not be able to perform billing. So the billable item which we are going to receive in our system, that should be in a billable status, means 2. 2 means billable. Billable means eligible for billing. That means this billable item is containing complete and consistent information. Okay, and this can be considered for the billing process. Okay, we are expecting this. But if any billable item which you are receiving with and the status is saying is raw, I will show you everything. But let me define it first. The status is raw. So any billable item which is having a status of 0 means raw. So the billable item doesn't contain complete information, that it is having incomplete information. And the values in the field is missing or can be changed. Okay, so the raw billable items are not eligible for billing. Okay, not eligible for billing because it is raw, because incomplete information. But yeah, if you want to consider them for the billing, then you have to make it 2. That means the status from raw, you have to make it billable, then only it can be billed. So in order to make it billable, you have to transfer transfer to make it billable. Okay, how to do that I will show you in the system, okay, later. Next, if you are receiving any billable item with raw accepted, this is also not considered for billing. This is also not considered for billing. Why? Because it is having incorrect information. Okay, the billable item which you are receiving, that can be a complete information, wrong information, or incomplete information, right? If the information is incorrect and complete, that status would be 2. If it is incomplete, it will become 0. Okay, and if it's an incorrect information, then it will become a status raw accepted. This is not eligible for billing. But if you want to consider them for billing, then you have to first make it billable. So in order to make it billable, the raw accepted billable item should be restored first. After that, you have to transfer. Then how to do that, that I will show you in the system. Okay, billable we have already discussed. Next status is 3. 3 means billable accepted. Billable accepted means any billable item, okay, you have received, but you think that no, this billable item is not correct, or you don't want to use in billing process as of now. But what will happen if you will leave as it is now? It will be billed in overnight batch job, right? But being a user, you don't want to use in this this billable item, or you have a confusion whether this is a correct or not, but you cannot leave as it is. If you are going to leave now, then what will happen? It will be picked up in your overnight batch of run, and that will be billed. So what you can do, you can mark this as accepted. Okay, so once you will mark it accepted now, it will not be used in billing process, first thing. Okay, reversal I will talk later. You can reverse it also, but any billable item, once you reverse it now, it cannot be restored. So that's why generally a business does not want to reverse, but I will show you that configuration also. But so what I want to tell you, that any billable item which is having a billable accepted will not be picked up in your billing process. Not picked up in billing process. Okay, that could be another reason for billable accepted, like any billable item that was already billed in the past. Okay, any billable item that was already in the billed in the past, but due to certain reason we had to reverse the billing document, then it will automatically acquire the status of accepted. Okay, it will automatically acquire the status of accepted, which will not be picked up in your billing process. But yes, if you want to make them in billing process, then you have to make it billable. So in order to make them billable, you have to restore them, only restore. How to restore, that I will show you. Okay, next is build. Build means already build, no further action is required. Okay, already means billable items are stored. Now the billable item is built and no further action is required, performed successfully. So that was the already built status. Okay, so any question from the billable item and the billable item status?
I'm good.
Great. Now, so before jumping to the configuration, we should be knowing this, okay, because now everything is related. Now see, once we are receiving the billable item in convergent invoicing system, so first we need to receive and store them, right? First we need to receive, and then we have to store, right? Anything, if you're like, suppose you are bringing the grocery item from the market, we are not putting directly over the upon the oven, right? First we are putting them in the respective container, and after that we are, as per the requirement, we are taking out and we are cooking them. So here also, once we are expecting what? We are expecting billable item. Billable item is my input. If you have a billable item, then only billing invoicing will be done. If not, then we cannot perform them. So once we are receiving this billable item, first we need to make sure that we have a sufficient place to store them, receive and store them. So being a conversion invoicing, you need to make sure that the billable item which you are receiving, that needs to be stored somewhere. So it's where it is getting stored in SAP. In SAP, all the informations are getting stored in a table, right? So based on this status of the billable item, okay, there are mainly 4 database tables. This is the last thing from the theoretical. After that, only the configuration is there. Okay, we'll proceed with the configuration. So based on this status of the billable item, the billable item should be going to respective table. Like raw will go to the raw table, The raw accepted will go to the raw accepted table, billable will go to the billable table, billable accepted will go to the billable accepted table, and bill will go to the billable table. So that means based on the status of this table, based on the status of the billable item, there are mainly 4 database tables in the CI system. One is main items, that is called as ID. Okay. Next one is payment data, that is called as PY. Next one is text item, that is called as TX. Okay. The next one is text item, that is TT. Okay. Now let me tell you one by one. Okay. So as I told you that main items. So whenever billable item we are receiving, so billable item is what? Billable item will contain certain information, right? That what is business partner, contact account, man, transaction, sub transaction, company code, tax code, amount, product name, quantity, etc. This information will be there, right? So those information required for the basic billing, right? So basic data for billing will be stored your main items. That means whenever receive billable item have 4 main database tables. Main items contains basic data for billing. It is mandatory. Without this, billing will not be performed. Okay. And these record types are dependent on your main items. If it is main item is not there, this will not work. Okay. Next one is payment data. Payment data is my payment related information. Okay. It contains payment related information. Let me take an example. If you are a prepaid customer, then what happens? Once customer recharges, buys the services, what happens? Along with the basic data for billing, a payment related information also gets generated. So in case of prepaid, once the billable item gets generated, so basic data for billing will be there, but along with that, upfront charges which customer paid, that also will get recorded. Okay. But in case of postpaid, only this information will get generated. This information will not be there. Why? Because customer will receive after receiving the invoice, right? So in case of postpaid, payment related information will not get generated, but in case of prepaid, payment related information will get generated. So once the payment, so the basic data for billing will go to these database tables, and payment related information will go to these database tables. Okay. This goes for tax related information. Okay. If a billable items get calculated, or tax are getting calculated your billable item level, the tax related information will come here. Okay. And this is also dependent on your man item through the tax group field. Now, now, last one is text item. Text item is nothing but it contains a text field for the main item. Okay. And are linked by the text group field. It's a text fields. Okay, we can ignore them. It is not required. Okay. So main items, payment data, text item, these are text item. These are the mainly 4 database tables which we will create in our CI system. Okay. So yeah, this is the basic information which you should be knowing before jumping to the configuration. Okay. So uh, do you want to continue this session, or tomorrow you want to continue? It's a 1 hour session, right, on daily basis?
Yeah, can we continue tomorrow,
Tomorrow
Hitesh?
is fine.
Tomorrow is fine, right? Yeah, because I don't want to make this session lengthy, because after that maybe you will not be able to relate, or you can lose it interest. So yeah, let's make it short only. It's anyway, it's a 1 hour 20 minute session already done. Okay, so no worries. Let's connect tomorrow. So from tomorrow, we'll be doing all the configuration. We'll jump directly to the configuration. We will create all the configuration, all the tables and everything. What is our first configuration? So in order to first configuration, we'll be doing to receive and store the billable items. So we will make sure that our system is capable enough to receive and store those billable items in my CI system. Okay. So first configuration is to create all the tables and everything. So how to do that? Okay, that will understand. Okay, from
Okay.
functional point of view only. Okay, thank you guys. Let's connect tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you,
Hitesh.
Ritesh.
Yeah,
Thank you. Bye.
bye.